It's lights out and away we go here in Catalonia. Someone's onto the grass there. Let's see who that is. One of the Aston Martins. Down into turn one. Zesty keeps the lead. It's a really good start from him. We've got an Alfa Romeo going. Oh, Zesty's spun out. He's out turn one. It's not good for the pole sitter. JPH takes the lead. Someone else getting wide here. It's quite hard to keep up. We've got a few drivers spin out towards the back here. Ferrari, a Williams and a McLaren. All in a bit of a mix-up. Jack takes the lead of the race. He's going to want to try and get a gap on that AlphaTauri. Don't know what happened to Zesty there. He's made it back up to P13 after those spins in front of him. But he's going to be really disappointed with that spin in turn two. Well, it's turn one actually, wasn't it? And the chicane for the first time. First time of 33. See what we can get here. So we had Connor make up 4 places. Up to P2. Dangerbin's had a really good start. And we've just had a spinner. It's Jack. He's also lost the lead. And Connor moves up to P1. A lot of drivers getting a bit eager on the throttle, it looks like. We'll see what Connor's like under the pressure. Dangerbin's made up 7 places to P10. Really good composed start from him. We do have a McLaren in the pits. It is Jarhead. Guessing he's got some damage from that earlier incident. Cold Bears managed to maintain his P2 for now. Kirusho was up to P3. He's just lost that place to Papa Alarm on the straight. And we have a safety car. We have a safety car. It's not telling me if it's a virtual one or not. Is it a virtual one? I don't believe it is. It might be a virtual one actually. Safety car hasn't come out yet. Do you have an Alpine pitting? That's Zesty, I think. Yep. Change of front wing for him. Down 15 places. Well, it's going to be 16 by the time he comes out. And it's a 5-second penalty for Papa Alarm. Not sure what's happened there. It said there was a collision. And it is a green flag again. Get racing. Papa's going to try and get Kirusho back down the straight, down the inside with a DRS. Pretty easy move for him. Kirusho is going to do the old switcheroo. He's on the outside for this corner. Is he going to come out on top? He is. Really good move from the Mercedes driver. Papa loses out to P3 there. Nice driving from the both of them. Kept it clean for the most part. Kirusho a bit wide there. Might compromise him down the straight. Papa does have DRS. And he's going to get him back. Simple move for him. And Papa's back in front. Pill's just got past Vigsy there on the straight as well with the DRS. It's going to be very easy for drivers to get past through there. I think Zesty's just spun at the back. Did have a yellow flag momentarily. Connor's at the lead. Just have the Ferrari of cold beer very closely behind him. Joe has just at a 123.4. It's going to be interesting to see if Colbeer can get Connor on the start finish straight. We do have a spinner. It's one of the AlphaTauris, and Rubber Duck is out of the session. Not too sure what's happened there, but he is out. No safety car or anything. Connor's just set a new fastest lap. It's 122. Sorry, no. Papa's just set a new fastest lap. 122.4. DRS can't bring Colbeer close enough. Papa has managed to get his P3 back actually from Kirusho. Kirusho has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. He just went really wide on that corner there. So that's 2 drivers with a penalty now. Zessi's race not improving at the back. Though he's probably going to see the hards up to the end now. And we have just had Jack spin again. So he was P1. No, he wasn't P1. Was he P2? He was towards the top anyway. And like Zesty, he's slid all the way down to the bottom. That's 14th place. So Danger Man's still in P10 after starting 17th. Pretty decent race for him so far. I think he'll be glad to get into the points. Ice Boy moved up 4 places. Up to P11. Dembiki's managed to get up to 12th from the back of the grid. The fastest lap for Connor, 122.3 on the hards. It's going to be... there's a bit of a DRS trainer from 9th to, well, 5th or 4th it looks like. KGM was thinking of a move down the inside there at turn 1. Do have a yellow flag. It's an Alpine. It's Zesty again. He's spun on the flat out corner. Not going well for him. Very far behind now. He's over a minute behind Connor. At risk of getting lapped soon. Connor's making a bit of a gap at the front. 1.8 seconds from Colbeer. Nice racing from him. Kirusho and Papa still going at it. Vigsy's up to P6 now, by the way. All the way from P12. P11, sorry. Can't count. Yeah, big DRS trainer. Although, it's not looking good for Papa. Kirusho does get him back on the start-finish straight. Haas going down the inside of the Aston Martin. Was there a little bit of contact there? I'm not too sure. Really close though. Krim looking to try and join the action behind him. And the Haas has just spun. Pearl has spun. I don't know if he got pushed or he went a bit... touched the curb or what. That takes him out of that battle and he's fell down all the way to P11. Kirusho's got a bit of a gap to Papa now. He won't have the DRS, although Vigsy will have it. I doubt being 8 tenths behind is going to be able to make the overtake. Papa looks like he's got back into the DRS range of Kirusho. Slamming on his ERS probably. Possible contact. What was that with the Haas? I think there was a little bit, weren't the Colonel? Couldn't quite tell from the camera angle. And I think Zesty's just spun again at the same place. I won't be surprised if he retires soon. And the leader of Connor is literally a turn behind him. Could be lapped here by lap 8. It's a 5-second gap now Connor's made. Really, really good racing from him. He just needs to avoid a spin and he'll be good as ever. Just had a Red Bull spin, I think it's Jack once again towards the back. Zesty has retired from the session. I don't blame him, to be honest. He's just about to get a lap, so there is quite a while in the race, so safety car could probably help. But yeah, disappointing from him. Qualified P1, he's fell all the way down to the bottom and decided to call his race a bit early. Okay, Gamer making a move on Krim here down the inside, and it's spun out. I think Krim might have closed on him a bit there. Dangerman's retired from the session now. He's into the pits. I'm not sure why. And he has left the session. He was doing quite well. I'm not sure about that incident there. I think Krim might have turned in a bit soon. We'll see if there was enough of a enough room left. Doesn't look like he got left too much. Papa's closing in on Kirusho. He's probably going to look for the move on the start-finish straight. Big Connor, yeah, he's doing well at the front. 5 seconds ahead of Cold. Doesn't look like Papa's gonna be able to get close enough to make the move. Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it. Probably a good job he didn't. Sent him flying. Got a good battle here for P3. Five drivers in a DRS train. Although Papa and Kirusho do have the time penalties, so they're both technically down to like 8th or 9th place. Alright, Colonel, I'll keep that in mind. 3-second time penalty for Denbiki. Down in P11. That'll be for track limits. It looks like Kirusho's saving his ERS up and he's using it well on the straights. Papa's getting close enough. And we've got a yellow flag, and it's sector 1. Papa Alarm is out of the session. He's retired. Wow. Was that a bit of a rage retire? I'm not too sure. But he's spun. I don't think there was any damage. I think it was just a normal spin. And he's retired himself from the race. Key needs to try and get a good gap on the cars behind him, although he is closing in on Colbert. I didn't realise he was closing in that fast. 7 seconds the gap between Colbert and Connor at the front. But yeah, Papa lines up. That's 4 drivers DNF by lap 11. I think Key was out of DRS. I think he's in DRS range. Vigsy was out of the DRS range to get it on Key Rusho. Although the little thing we had, I think it's split up a bit now. There's not really much of a DRS train anymore. K Game was just spun on the final corner there. He was in the battle. He's now took himself out of it. But this will be an interesting battle for P2 here. We'll have some of the drivers and mediums pitting soon in the next few laps. Well, probably about lap 14, 15. Depending on how they're feeling for the drivers, of course. Ganja and Krim have fallen back a little bit from drivers in front. Jarhead has picked up a 3-second penalty because of track limits. Can Kirushu make a move on Colbert? He's on the DRS, but not close enough by turn 1 to make the move. He's keeping the pressure on though. Really good driving from the both of them. Vigsy's doing well to keep up as well. He's definitely in the battle. I want to switch drivers or something, but I have a feeling I'm going to miss some. We just had a McLaren spin on the final corner. It'll be Jarhead. That's danger when he's out. Kiwish is going to be pretty close on the start-finish straight, and he probably ended up making a move. Connor with a 9-second gap out of the front here. He is on fire. Because he's on the hard tyres as well. Weren't great for Kirusha there. A bit of a... He went over the sausage curbs on the chicane. Slowed him down a bit. Vigsy closing in behind him. He has lost a little bit of time to Colbert. Grim's down to P9 now. I think he's I think he pitted. Potentially. He might have had a little spin. Not too sure, I didn't see. Well, Vigsy might have Kia. He's really very close to him. Just trying to get the best line he can for his corners. Key is going a bit wide on a couple of them. Really interesting battle here for P3, or well, P2. But Colbert's, to be fair, he's handling it well so far. Key is a bit closer this time, and he might have him 5 tenths to make up. Can he make a dive down the inside? He's not going to be close enough, is he? No. Was Gone a bit over the curb there. See what action's happening down here. Denbeek is very close to Louis, although she has just... I don't know why I'm saying she, it just sounds... I've got into my head that it's Becky. I keep saying she. It might be a she, I don't know. But, yeah, he was very close to Louis there, but... And a bit of a wobble on the chicane. Okay, Game has gone into the pits and has put on hard tyres. He's going to be under pressure from Den. Come out, and he goes around the outside. Good move there from Den, very clean. Okay, Game did have the cold tyres, of course. Just about halfway through this race, and we've got Kirusho pitting for the hard tyres. Vigsy going in as well. So Colbert, I mean, it should be pitting around this time, so fast in lap for him. Exon also into the pits. This was the window between lap 14 and lap 19. The drivers are going to pit. Gan just decided to stay out. He is on the hard tyres. Viggs is still right behind Kirusho. Jack's having a bit of a torrid sign here at the back. He's had another spin. I'd be surprised if we see him retire at some point. Oh, Connor's just spun! I've got onto that on the perfect time. The corner before the chicane. He's had a spin. He hasn't lost position. That McLaren is Jarhead, who he had lapped. But the gap's gone down to 3.5 seconds to Colbert. Very shaky from Connor there. We haven't seen him make a mistake all race. Although he has just made a second within one corner somehow. Oh, it's because Colbert's pitting. That's probably why. But whether Connor feels he needs to be pitting soon, I'm not too sure. Probably within the next couple of laps. Ganja closing in on Vigsy here. He's going to have the DRS on him as well. I think he's probably going to make the move here. If he can get close enough. He looks for the move, but yeah, not close enough in the end. I think Colbert's just had a spin or something. Because there's 27 seconds between P1 and P2. Connor's in a race of his own here. Well, still racing with Jarhead, but he's down in P13. So new fastest lap for Connor as well. 121.6. Well, I suppose he's had the what's it called? The DRS of the lapped driver last lap. I'm only commentating, bro. But thanks for the good looking commentating. Over halfway through the race now anyway. Looks like Ganja's going to be having a go on Vigsy here. He's going to make a move down the inside. Oh, there was contact, I think, to be honest. Vigsy, I think, closed in on him there. I think he did close in on him. I'll be interested to see if there's a ticket made for that. I think I'll have a lot of drivers coming onto the stream afterwards, checking for clips. I've had a couple questionable incidents. You need a co-coms for tomorrow anyway. If I'm free, I mean, I could probably join you. I'm not great at this. Is the first time I've ever commentated, so I mean, I might be able to. Quite a few gaps between the drivers. Let's see. No, that's the wrong button. Let's have a look at. What was I doing? So, yeah, so everyone's stopped apart from Connor at the minute. To be fair, he's still making time. Still making time. 30 seconds, well, 28 seconds ahead of Colbert. See, he's just making. You can watch Colbert's time. He's just constantly gaining on him. I'm sure he's going to have to pit soon. He's not going to be pitting yet. I mean, his tyres seem to be pretty decent. He did have that little spin a couple of laps ago. But seems to have composed himself. Hexon is closing in on Vigsy. Vigsy has fallen back a bit. He was right behind Kiwushu battling for that P3. P2 actually. But yeah, he has fell down a bit. Cheers guys, appreciate that. Hexon's going to have the DRS. He is just over 6/10 behind by the time they get onto the street. Don't know if it's going to be close enough. Crim's just made the move, and Ice Boy down the straight with the DRS. Solid move from him. Press the wrong button. So the majority of the grid, well, pretty much the whole of the grid is on hards, apart from Jack down in P14, who did start on the hards, I believe, and has gone into the mediums. Yeah, I mean, Colonel in Tier 1, he's been he does look like a pretty decent driver. He's quite fast as well. He can be a bit aggressive. I think he's only new, isn't he? He's only been in for a couple of races. I realise he can be a little bit aggressive at times, but for the most part, he's pretty decent. Hexon going to make a move here. He's gone around the outside. Braking late. And there's contact again. Vigsy on the bad end of it this time. I think there was enough room there, if I'm being honest. But we had a really good angle of that, so I mean, the stewards can see. It wasn't that much that worse of an incident, I suppose. It's not like Vigsy's completely spun out, although he is on. Well, Crim's right up his arse. So he's going to have a bit of pressure put on him. Do you know him outside of the league then, Colonel? I've just had a yellow flag and it's Jack spinning again. He's got quite a few time penalties as well, I believe. Kiwushu just got himself another 3 seconds. So we've got Kiwushu on 6 seconds, Denbiki with 3, Jarhead with 3, and Jack with 3 as well. It may come to hurt Kiwushu. by the end of the race. Grim trying to make a move on Vigsy down the inside. Have they kept it clean? They have. Whoa, that's a bit aggressive from Vigsy there. These two going side by side. Oh, very close racing around there. And I think he's got the DRS. It was Krim, but Vigsy's managed to keep it. Krim's gone down the inside. And it did lose out. Yeah, it wasn't a great line through there. It's a good little battle between these two. It's a 3-second time penalty for cold beer. So if Hexing can get close enough to that P2 and P3 spaces, he could find himself benefiting from the penalties. And it is Vigsy to stay ahead. By the time we get to turn 1, got a bit of a battle between, well, for P5 I suppose we've got Krim, Ice Boy, and Ganges slowly closing in on Ice Boy. So they'll be joining in on the fun soon. Lumi's down in P10. He's going to be disappointed with that, although he's going to want to get a couple of points at least. He didn't finish the last race. Vigsy with 30% in his ERS. Krim's used all of his up really, so not going to be able to get that close. Ice Boy saved his up quite a bit. He's closing in on Krim there. And we have just had a spinner, and it is K Gamer on the final corner. Dropped down to P10 though. So new fastest lap of the session by Pearl. So 121.1. He's on the softs now. Quite a few laps on the softs there. I think he must have just got onto them. Been busy on Tuesdays. And Dembeeky's just had a spin at the back. Yeah, I've got a race on Sunday night, a race on Tuesday with you, race Wednesday, and start as commentator on this on Thursday now. So yeah, a busy schedule for me. The order stays the same once again by turn 1, bit of a DRS train. No. And Kirusho has got past Cold Beer. That could be big in the race. Kirusho does have that 6-second time penalty. Cold Beer, I believe that's 3. So if Key just needs to keep on racing. It's only 3.5 second gap now to Connor in first. It's not the 12 seconds or so it was. Krim down the inside. A's made the move. Viggs is going to get him back. Potentially a bit of contact there. Viggs has gone off. Why does it go to that camera? I don't know. Grim's come out on top on that one. Good racing by him. Really nice overtake that was. Down the inside. Although he's going to be under pressure massively here because I doubt he's got any ERS left. And yeah, Viggsy's just going to get him straight back. Bit of swerving there from Grim. Still 4 drivers battling for P5 here. And the order's pretty much stayed the same. Although Viggsy has got ahead of Grim now, of course. Been some really good racing today, to be fair. It's been impressive, it's been an entertaining race. Look how close that is. Very close together. Going down the start finish straight once again. See if anyone can make any moves. It looks like it's going to stay the same. Let's have a look at Kirosho and Colbert. Colbert keeping the gap nice and closed. Half second between them. Well, 3/10. Louis just set himself the fastest lap of the session with a 1:21. Doubt anyone's going to beat that, to be honest, because well, majority of drivers are on hard tyres. Couple on softs towards the back. I think they've decided to just go on softs to try and save himself a point. I say that, Connor's just got a 1:20.6 on the mediums. Wow. Fair play. See what's happening down here. Not much, I don't think. Blue flags waving in my face. Oh. Bit of a late. Oh, he's just crashed into the wall as well. Bit of a late decision to pit from Louis. Not sure why he's pitting again. Louis gone onto the Inters. What is he doing? He's gone mad. He's gone absolutely mad. One of the star performers is Hexon, is it, from P4? From P13. Really good race from him. Get himself good points. Connor still bossing it at the top. He's giving himself a 4.5 second gap now. Colbert very close behind P3. Still got Viggsy, Krim, Iceboy and Gandria battling for P5. We're battling right to the end, I think. Just had an Alpine spin. Okay, gamer once again. I think he's spun a few times on that corner now. You know, it does keep his P9 space, because from P9 downwards it's quite spaced out. Race control DRS disabled. It's starting to rain, which I didn't know. I couldn't tell. So maybe Louis made a good decision going to the Inters. I don't know if he has, because it's not really that wet yet. But I literally could not tell it was raining. It didn't look like it was. So we'll probably end up seeing a couple of drivers spin. Yeah, I mean, Connor's well, it's made up a few seconds since the pit stops. You do have a few drivers going to the pits, actually. Hexen's gone in for the Inters. So is Iceboy. And the Williams of Ganjaman. Got Ferrari coming in as well. 10 Beakies. Connor stayed out in the mediums. I mean, I don't think he can really risk going onto them. I think he has to wait for Kirusho. Maybe make his decision first. Because if Connor pits and they don't, then we'll be pretty screwed, although it does look quite wet now. So it's going to be a struggle to keep any grip. And we've just had a spinner. It is Ganja. Just come out of the pits and he's spun. Be surprised with how wet it is, I think. That's what she said. Got McLaren to the pits now of Jard. Smooth pit from him. So Connor's decided to stay out on the mediums. Colbeer, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He has come in for the Inters. Kirusho and Connor staying out on the dry tyres. It's a big risk. It really is. It's a really, really big risk. Biggs has gone to the pits. It is a big, big risk. Although from the impressive driving we've seen from Connor today, we might have made the wrong decision there. Does look very slow. It's getting time on Kiryu, so it looks like he's struggling a lot. Can Hexen make up the time? He's got what, 2 laps to go. 22 seconds to make up to Kiryu. And he's gaining it quickly, he's just gained a second by the time I've said that. This could be a very interesting end to this race. I think Connor's screwed himself up a little bit, if I'm being honest. Because if he pits, he's gonna drop down to about 4th. And if he doesn't, then he's gonna have a nightmare. He's pitting, but I think he may have lost the lead to the race here. Now then. Now then. Got Kiryu coming to the pits as well. Is Hexen going to make it out in front of Connor? Here he comes around the final corner. Colbert close behind him. And Connor does make it out in front. That is big for him. I think he's timed that to perfection there. Although he probably could have done it a lap or 2 earlier. But he's going to be thanking the Lord that he didn't come out behind him. Hexen's going to be on the chase. So, seeing how fast Connor is, as long as he doesn't make a big mistake, then he should be fine. He's got 1.5 second gap. Colbert's close behind Hexen. I've been impressed by Colbert, to be fair. I haven't heard his name before in this league, so I believe he might be in tier 2. Or he might be in a reserve. Don't know. He's a new guy, yeah. Seems pretty fast, although he's in a Ferrari, I suppose. But Connor's made himself a 2-second gap. Colbert's I think he's just had a little wobble because he's over a second behind Hexen now. No DRS, of course, that's been disabled because of the rain. Vigsy down here in P10, looking to make a move on Pearl. He's going to go around the outside there. And cut in. He's going to make a move down the inside, he's going around the outside. And the old switcheroo. Oh, he nearly lost it there. He nearly lost it. I think he turned in a bit too quickly. Nudged the wheel of Pearl. Nearly sent them both flying. And I've just realised I've missed the end, I think. I haven't missed the end, we're on the final lap. Very impressive racing by Connor today. He did have a spin at one point, but he had a massive gap, so it didn't matter to him. Started P6. And here he is going round the chicane for the final time today here at Spain. Around the final corner, 3-second gap to Hexen. And across the line, Connor gets his first win in the Realistic League. And Colbert's just got himself a 5-second penalty for an unserved penalty. So Hexen's P2, Colbert P3. We've got a couple of drivers that might be able to make a move, Figsley potentially. Down in P10. Try and get himself an extra point or two. Just go down the inside. Is he going to gain the position? Looks like he's just got ahead, but Pearl's down the inside. Maybe a little bit of contact there. A nudge at the wheels. He's going to have to do well. I'll keep this chicane nice and clean. Just as the hope he doesn't spin here. And he does get that P9 position. Pearl P10. Louis comes over P11. Very good race that. Very good race. I enjoy watching that. Enjoy commentating it. Connor's got himself his first win. Hexen and Cold Beer, the other two podium places. Kirusho P4, Ice Boy P5, Krim 6th, Ganja 7th, 8th for K Gamer, Vigsy in 9th, Pearl in 10th, Louis in 11th. Go through the rest in a second. Let me get to it. But Louis, that's an improvement on his last race. Driver of the day goes to Hexen, and I'd probably agree with that as well. Very composed race from him. Here we are then. Get to see the trophy lift from Connor himself. He does... Oh, he's doing the gritty. He's just ruined it all. He's ruined it all. I don't think he deserves that win now. Hooray! Never thought I'd see a Williams on the podium. I don't know if Tower at that. But yeah, give the rest then. We've got Louis in 11th, Jarhead 12th, Den Beaky 13th, Jack in 14th, Papa 15th, Dangerman 16th, Williams SD in 17th, and Rubberduck in 18th. Papa, Dangerman, SD, and Rubberduck did DNF in the end. Yeah, driver of the day goes to Hexen. From P13 to P2, what a race from him. Managed to keep himself clean from penalties as well. Purple goes to Connor, started 6th, finished in 1st place. fair play to him. I still have a really good race as well. 15th to 5th. Krim from 10th to 6th. Not as good as his last race, as he did finish in P1, of course. But I don't think he'd be too disheartened by that. But thank you all for watching anyway. If I've enjoyed this today, I'll probably make this a weekly thing. Well, the race is a weekly thing, of course, but I'll probably be commentating on it most weeks. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And drivers, of course, you can use the clips for your penalties, for your tickets and stuff if you want to. Obviously, I might not have selected your driver at that specific time, but I got a couple of incidents, turn 1 incidents. So yeah. So you guys have a good one. Cheers, Colonel, for watching, mate. I'll see you all very soon. Ta-da. No worries, Colonel, mate.